Welcome, everybody, to the Investing in Real Estate show. I'm Clayton Morris. On this show, we take your questions and I try to answer them here. We answer any sort of real estate related, tax related questions the best of our ability. Again, we're not financial advisors, so we can't tell you what to do with your money. But we can certainly tell you our experience and the things that we've done in the past with our money, and you make your own informed decisions on that. So today we've got 3 great questions from our viewers. We're going to dive into those questions in a moment. But first, if you are new to the show, then please consider subscribing. Our goal here is really just financial education. We want to empower you to make really strong financial decisions in your life. And these are things we were not taught in school growing up. We were not taught how to build wealth. We were simply taught to work for somebody else, collect a paycheck. We weren't even taught really how to balance a checkbook. So financial education is really lacking, and it really is incumbent upon you to seek out the materials, the books, the podcasts, the episodes. Really follow one course of action to completion, because there's going to be so many different things you can do. You can say, you know what? I want to invest in multifamily properties and mobile homes and raw land and storage units. And, I personally, invest in single family homes. That's been and duplexes. That's been been what we've done for our whole investing journey. And that's what we've stuck to. So just follow one course of action that speaks to you and, become a real estate investor. That's the best way to go about it right now as we look at what's happening with this economy, what we see happening with the debt bubble in the United States, what's happening around the world with the energy crisis. Hard assets in these next few years are going to be incredibly important. Real estate, gold, silver, hard assets. So thank you guys for taking some time out of your Monday here right before Halloween to join us on this show. But first, I want to tell you about our friends at Lear Capital, because Natali and I are big investors in precious metals. Yes, we invest in real estate, but a big portion of our portfolio are in precious metals, gold and silver, because of what's happening to the US dollar. It's no secret, if you're tuned in, then you need to know that experts are predicting a big recession headed our way. One economist just said, this is the beginning of the end for the US dollar. So if your savings accounts are tied to the US dollar, look out, folks. Please protect yourselves. And we are devaluing the US dollar faster than ever before. And last year was terrible for most investors. But 2023, 2024 could even be worse unless you're smart and you have a portion of your assets in precious metals, other hard assets like gold, silver, and real estate. And that way you can protect your financial future as these other investments start to collapse all around other people. So if you want to invest in gold, our friends at Lear Capital can get you set up and start purchasing precious metals right now, or even converting part of your IRA or your 401k into a gold and silver IRA. It's very simple to do. And you can call them. They love talking to people on the phone, so you can see if it's a fit for you. Give them a call today at 1-800-450-1008. There's the number on your screen. We've also set up a special website just for you as well. You can get your free gold and silver investor guide by going to learmorris.com. That's LearMorris.com. And right now, if you call and work with them, they'll get you set up with $15,000 in free bonus metals. That's right, $15,000 in free bonus metals with a qualified purchase. Again, call their 800 number today, 1-800-450-1008. And you can buy gold bars, gold coins sent right to your home, silver coins, silver bars sent right to your home, or held in storage off-site. They will talk you through that entire process. Again, give them a call today, 1-800-450-1008. Let's dive into it. Our first question today comes to us from Gary. Gary, take it away.
Hi, Clayton. My name is Gary. I've been following you since you were on Fox. I would like to purchase a second home and use it as a rental. I don't have terrific credit, somewhere around 700, which I guess isn't too bad. I own my home now, and there's about 100,000 in equity that I have associated with it. How can I purchase a second home, about $350,000, in my own neighborhood and rent it as an investment? I appreciate your answer. I've got all of your emails saved although by now it's overwhelming and I have a hard time even researching through those emails. If you could help me out with this, I would certainly appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet, Gary. Thank you so much for the question, and thank you for subscribing to our newsletter. You can do that on our website at morrisinvest.com. You can also book a call with our team when you're there and join our newsletter. We publish some great newsletter content each week that really helps you. We also send you market analysis and updates about what's happening in the market. So I would encourage all of you to go and sign up for the newsletter, just morrisinvest.com/newsletter. So Gary, let me ask you, you seem like you want to buy a property in your own neighborhood, in your own backyard. And the first question I would say to you is why? Because as you know, if you've been watching us for a very long time, the best rental properties are probably not in your backyard. Unless you happen to live in one of these great rental markets where we personally build properties, new construction properties that we've identified through demographic research, crime data, appreciation, job growth, all of those things, right? So I think very often, this is informative for all of you listening right now, not just for Gary, but there's an idea that, hey, I own my own home, I want to become a real estate investor, and the first thing that people do is they call up a realtor in their own backyard and they start to look for properties. Well, I'm telling you, in your own backyard is very likely not to be a good rental market. And again, I don't know where you live, Gary, but I can tell you that probably that's not going to be the case. Are you in a landlord-friendly state? What does the crime data look like? What does the job growth data look like? All of these things, and it may very well be a good place for you to rent a place. That's fine. My point is that it's probably not. So I think you need to get out of your head first of all about that you need to invest in your own backyard or nearby, because are you going to be also the property manager? Like, why do you care how close the property is to you? All of the properties I own are in other states. I never see them. I have a property management team that manages those properties. I never see them. I have properties I've bought that I've actually never even seen. The team has taken care of it for me, and they cash flow every month nicely. I don't ever see those properties. Most of the millionaire real estate investors I know never see their properties. They live in Hawaii, and their rental properties are in Texas or in Missouri or other spots across the country. They don't ever see those properties. They receive the cash flow and they have a great property management team. So I think you just need to get out of your head a little bit about that, investing in your own backyard. A 700 credit score is fine. You really want to be above 620. But of course, the higher your credit score, the better interest rate you're going to get with a bank. Right now, for instance, Gary, I would just book a call with my team at Morris Invest because we've got brand new construction rental properties that are in some of the best spots in the United States for rentals. New construction, fully managed. You would be able to, with a credit score of 700, be able to work with our team. You would simply make the down payment and the team would handle the rest of it with financing and all of that built into it. You can fly to town, meet the property management team. You can take a walk through the property, see the neighborhood, see the school system, meet the whole team, meet the construction team. Everyone on our team you can come and meet if you'd like. And it'd be fully managed for you. So, I don't think you have that to worry about. But that's the way I would do it. You've got $100,000 in equity that you can pull out of your main property. You could put that towards the purchase of a new property in one of the best rental markets in the country in West Texas. Most landlord-friendly state in the country, or Missouri, where we're building our other properties, and have it fully be a done-for-you service. Otherwise, are you going to be the property manager? You're going to be managing this property yourself, driving by on a regular basis, dealing with all of that? No way. I wouldn't want that headache. And that's also not how you scale, too. Because then what if you get a second or third or fourth or fifth property? Are you going to be the property manager for all of these properties? No, you're not. It doesn't scale for you to do it. So book a call with our team. But I just would think to get out of your head about being in your own backyard, that would be my first step. And a 700 credit score, you should be good to go. Plus right now, with what we've got going on, we've got buy down credits on different interest rates. So, being able to buy down the interest rate prices right now, which is great. So anyway, book a call with our team. Just go to morrisinvest.com. We'll talk with you, Gary, and help you out in that way. Here's our next one, I believe, from Ken. Ken, take it away.
Hello, Clayton. My name is Ken. I live in Brookville, Indiana. and I just purchased some land and setting up a project for duplexes, new construction. And I'm looking for lenders. Hopefully you can kind of point me in the right direction. And I love your program. Listen to you daily. And
Thank you.
all your reruns too. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken. Appreciate it. I think if you look at, I would reach out to my buddy, Dan Kraus down at Churchill Mortgage. We'll have a link in the description here for you to reach out. Again, he's not an affiliate or anything like that. He's just a good friend, and he's able to do financing on a lot of different investment style projects. So I would just give him a call and talk with him about what you're trying to do there. I don't know if you're trying to do construction loans. That's a different animal than something else. So I'm not exactly sure what you're looking to do. So I think you just have a conversation first so you can lay out what your plans are. And I think you're also going to find a lot of private lenders too, that if you're doing some sort of construction projects, I would even talk with your local banks. Local banks are great for construction projects. Local banks are really hurting right now for business. So, they're much more inclined to want to work with individuals right now because they are hurting for business. So I would talk to some of your local banks and tell them what your projects are. That's what we were doing. We had some raw land in Pennsylvania that we were doing a project on, and we just worked with our local banks. And they were able to come out to the property. It was more hands-on, more personal. So I think having conversations about exactly what your intentions are building these duplexes in Indiana is going to be great to talk to your local banks. But also give Dan Kraus a call down at Churchill Mortgage, and we'll have a link in the description below for you to talk with him and see what your goals are with these projects. How many properties? How much land are you talking about? And all of that. Do you have builders lined up? Are you working with different builders who also may have solutions and answers for you? So I know these are sort of the early point questions that I would need to sit down with you and have a deeper discussion about, because I don't know where you are in this project phase right now. Thank you, Ken, for that, and good luck with these duplexes. Good luck to you. All right, our next question here.
Hi, Morris. I have a question. So I'm new to the real estate market, and I wanted to know if someone is selling their property at $2 million and the monthly income on that property is about $30,000 US, is that a good deal? I say that because I have a follow-up question. What percentage of 2 million would I have to get back every month in order for me to know it's a good deal?
Okay, so $30,000 a month cash flow on a $2 million property? I mean, okay, that's an insane ROI. I don't know what property that is that's generating $30,000 a month. I mean, just, run the math on that. I don't exactly know what the ROI is off the top of my head with those numbers because I don't know if you've got financing in place or is that cash, like what that situation is. And it also depends on the property. There's a lot of questions I would have on that. So is it a business? It almost sounds like it's some kind of a business. I don't quite know. I mean, look, if it's a single family home, there's no way that it's generating $30,000 a month in rent. That's just, why would anyone pay $30,000 a month in rent on a $2 million property, right? Because a mortgage on a $2 million property is going to be like $6,000 a month with these current interest rates, $7,000 a month, something like that on a $2 million property. So why would anyone pay $30,000 a month for a $2 million property? So it's not if it's a single family home, then somebody's getting ripped off. I'll just say that right now. I don't know who's paying that kind of craziness. Maybe it's like a Kim Kardashian party house or something that, they rent out for like once a month and they do something. I don't know. But I'm saying I don't know what that is, that you would make $30,000 a month on a $2 million cost, because that's an insane return. That's an insane return on investment, $30,000 a month. Again, when I look at single family homes and duplexes, what I want, the properties that we do at Morris Invest have about an internal rate of return of about an 18%. Internal rate of return, 18% ROI. That means with financing and of course, buying down and building equity, tenant is paying the mortgage, right? Basically, because they're paying the rent and it's covering the mortgage, and you're building equity. You're building, it's appreciating in value. and an internal rate of return of about 18 to 22% is kind of what I like to go for in my properties. So we have resources on our website to figure out ROI. What I would do is just go through those numbers and see what the return on investment is based on the numbers we have in our ROI worksheets that we have on our website. So just go to morrisinvest.com, go to our resources page, and look for our ROI calculators, and just download those and kind of run your numbers yourself. Again, I don't know if it's a business that you're buying or you're considering. If it's a single family home, then that rent is insane. And I don't know who would be paying $30,000 a month. Just doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know what's going on there. There's probably a question I'm not asking, or maybe there's a point of interest you didn't mention here on the phone call, but the more details, the better when you leave these voicemails, because I really don't know what you're dealing with there. But anyway, go to our website, grab the ROI calculator, and play around with those numbers to see if the investment makes sense for you. And I'd love to have a follow-up phone call from you to tell me what in the world this investment actually was that's generating $30,000 a month. That'd be interesting. Is it a car wash? I don't know. Let me know. So you guys can leave us a voicemail question. Go to our website, go to morrisinvest.com, click on the microphone icon that's on the right-hand side of your screen, leave us a voicemail question, and we will answer your questions here on the show. Now go out there, take action, become a real estate investor. I believe it's the number one way to build wealth. We'll see you next time.